In this video, I am in Prague and I am going to a very nice coffee place to do a brainstorming session. I will share with you brainstorming exercises that I do to continuously build and enrich my visual library. We can even practice together if you wish during the video, and hopefully you'll find this video useful or a bit entertaining. Let's dive in. The reason why I like doing this kind of creative exercises outside of my usual personal space is because changing environment frees my brain from the default mode. Routine can be more easily broken in an unfamiliar space, so being in a new place definitely boosts my ability to feel more creative. So whenever you feel stuck, it might be helpful to try being in a different room or going to a cafe, a park, somewhere that is available to you. I am brainstorming some flowers in vases. I am envisioning a mix of wild, lush bouquet that don't look too sophisticated. They should feel almost like a bush in a vase, if that doesn't sound weird. If you have seen my previous video, you might know that I love drawing flowers, but I know very little about them, which is why one of my current weaknesses is knowing what flowers to draw. So brainstorming these flowers, aside from learning their names and characteristics, will help me imprint those floral shapes in my visual library. I don't care for realistic representation of flowers. I like them to look slightly abstract, but not too much. This way I feel like they will give off a more humble, relaxing, and comforting vibe to my illustration. Where do ideas come from? The ideas come from the flowers I've seen, the shapes that I personally like. I am literally letting my mind guide my hand right now, and I try to vary the shapes of the leaves and the flowers. For example, if I've already drawn some tiny leaves, I will follow with big leaves. If I've already drawn some round flowers, I will follow with some more star-shaped flowers. This is an example. This way, your flow of ideas keeps progressing without too much interruption or overthinking, which is great. And now I'm ready for the second session. In this session, I am drawing cats. Unfortunately, my phone overheated and stopped recording, so I'm going to explain what I did here. What I like in cats is how liquid they feel. So I like to draw them in a flowy, non-realistic way, but still a little realistic. I don't want them to be completely cartoony. I like to make their fur pattern look ornamental, unrealistic, almost like they're wearing a dress in a way. I find that really cool, so I was trying to brainstorm some different patterns that I would want to see in my work also. I tend to work a lot with dots and stripes, so another exercise here was to imagine different ways to use these simple patterns.
Sick and tired of being all alone now, yeah. You should hit me on my phone now. Don't wanna move too fast, I wanna slow down.
Drawing these cats all flowy, liquidy, curvy is my way to convey a sense of emotional comfort.
Baby, we could drive everything we know. Me and you together on the LA coast. So no fish, you're the only thing.
This third session is about generating illustration ideas. I'm going to use the elements from the previous session to sketch some new ideas. For the first idea, I really want to use this bouquet here on the right because of the small leaves and the branches that are kind of multi-directional. I have this idea of drawing a lady squatting behind a lush bush, and I will start with a tiny thumbnail first to clarify the vision I have, and then I will draw something bigger. Now gotta open my eyes. Can't be wasting my time just thinking about what I should be thinking of. It's about time that I get. Stop staying in the same bed. I need a... If you wonder how this idea came, well, it comes naturally actually, because the more you do this kind of exercises, the more you build your style and your visual language. So if you feel like you have no idea right now or sometimes, it's perfectly normal. And I hope that you'll miss it as I stay like now and I'm stuck in my bed. Day and night, never feeling my best. I know, oh well, but this time will not be the same. It's daylight now and I'm stuck in my bed. Daylight now and I'm stuck in my head. Cause I've been stressing out all on my own when I should make my way out. Now, this idea is done. It's just a thumbnail, which I like and I will develop later on. I really love the general vibes of it here. As you can see, I reused the bouquet as the star of the sketch, but in a bush form. And to make it useful, I also noted the details that I will need to improve, which are the acro squat pose. I had no model, so it was tricky to draw, and also the juxtaposition of the vases. I feel in a good creative flow right now, so I want to generate one more idea, and in this one I want to integrate some cats too. I'm trying to visualize the idea in my head first, and then I will follow with a small thumbnail to give shape to the idea. The thumbnails look messy to your eyes, but I kind of understand what I wanted to convey here, and just to make it clearer though, I made a second tiny thumbnail. What I have in mind is a woman standing behind a table in front of a window, overlooking a garden with her two cats. This idea came from a picture my brother previously sent me of him and his kittens. He is right now raising 5 stray kittens and they follow him everywhere. I really love this picture and I wanted to recreate it in an illustration in my style. Now it's done and I am also writing down the details that I would need to improve, which are mostly about the facial expressions of both the mistress and the cat. As you can see here, I used this dotted cat and this wild daisy bouquet. I'm done with the brainstorming session. I brainstormed for like 40 minutes. It was a very good session. I'm glad I came out. I really hope that the video was somewhat helpful. And if you like the video and would like to see more in the future, I'd be really thankful if you subscribe. And so yeah, see you in the next one. Bye!